shot off too. A lot of traffic in front.
Yep.
Meone with it.
Don't know what that was, but
that's quite a heck of a pass. Oh yeah!
Yeah!
What a nice and just. Uh-oh.
It's out there together.
Wrist shot up. Oh, that's a little follow through.
Yep.
They took him in there. Play it.
There you go.
Keep it going. Carruthers. Oh, nice job, Clark.
Yep.
Boy, made an impact then. Came right off the bench.
Yep. And stayed put. You could see that the play was coming this way.
Boy, listen to the fans going crazy right now. Sadlowski with it. He's bringing to the net. Oh, right there.
Yeah!
Oh! Fleming, he's working for it. Oh, come on. What's the call? Really gained big control over these guys tonight.
First period, that was about it.
Yeah.
And it was like that was their only chance.
And it's traffic in front.
Yep.
Meone with it.
Don't know what that was, but
that's quite a heck of a pass. Oh yeah!
Yeah!
What a nice and just. Three players missing. Uh-oh. Now that's what they needed.
They got the Olette's out there together.
Wrist shot up.
Yeah!
How about
nice
that?
Shot.
Just as. Oh, that's a little follow through.
Yep.
They took him in there.
Hey, Komet fans, as promised, we've got Mark Wilkins between periods in here. Mark, as an old friend of yours, I couldn't be more proud of the success you've had with the officiating career you've done. I mean, it's really amazing. I remember back in the day that Dave Norris and I got to coach you, and Bob Chase's son, I think, at that time too, and your brother Mike was a goaltender back in the old junior days, and maybe it was a wise decision for Mark to put the old armbands on. But we're really proud of what you've done, and this guy has coached, has refereed all around the world.
Yeah.
Can you kind of explain a little bit of your history?
I started out, with actually from Roy Chin. I mean, just a great man. Taught me everything from life to a refereeing, and I really enjoyed it. I had hands of stone, so my playing days were pretty much over. Got into the IHL and started doing IHL for a while, and did some USA Hockey, some international stuff. I got lucky to do 3 world championships, 1 in Korea, 1 in Austria, 1 in Japan. I got hired by the NHL, worked for them for a couple of years, got fired, came back and worked for the IHL, the American League, and then the year after the Komets left, I moved over to college, and I've done college for the last 16 years.
Well, you've really done well, and I mean, we're always happy to see it come back to your home, and as far as the Memorial Coliseum. And how tough was it the days you were refereeing in your old hometown?
It was a little difficult. It really was. I mean, you'd be walking around the mall and people would call you certain names that you really can't repeat on, after a game or something like that. You know what? When the fans got on you here, that's just the way it is. On one hand, the visiting team coaches said you were being a homer, and on the other hand, the home team coach would say, "Wow, you're going against us just to make it look like you're not being a homer." So you were put in a tough position. My first game I did here, I can remember it was tough because you didn't know what to do, and now you go to Kalamazoo, you do a game, and you're not stepping in front of anybody you know. You're doing your first game here, and everybody knows you. So it kind of was difficult, but after a while, you just try to, like it was any other game. You want to go out there and you want to do the best job you can, and try not to think about where you're at.
Well, Tim and I have done this for 25 plus years, and I know when we did the games up here and watching you down there, I think we were hopefully pretty complimentary for the most part, but I just really couldn't understand how difficult it must have been. And then trying to stay that level keel of not being a homer, but you knew your hockey, Mark, and I think you really portrayed your profession well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was fun. I had a great ride. It was a great time. I had great, the boys got to go to a lot of hockey games, and my wife got to go, but she wasn't as thrilled as the boys were able to go. But, I got to do a 91 Canada Cup game in Chicago Stadium, and we were able to do some of that. And I can remember the very first call I made, Wayne Gretzky came over there and started giving me a bunch of grief about a penalty call. And you're like, well, you got to kind of think, wow, Wayne Gretzky, but then you got to hold up to your call. You got to do that. They knew we weren't full-time NHL guys, so they're going to push the limits. But, it's just been a great opportunity, and I just, I can't thank, enough of you and Tim back then, and all the support you guys gave us. And hey, we were wrong. There was a lot of times we were wrong, and you got to tell what's going on. I mean, you miss calls. I mean, that happens. It happens in the NHL level. It happens at every level. So you got to learn from those mistakes, and you got to get better. And that's the only way to progress.
Well, let me just get into this real quick. I'm not a big supporter of the two referee system. I know it's good job employment for some of the guys, but I think it's a 50% chance to get another bad call. That's the way I looked at it. But hey, talk to us a little bit about your family. As we came in tonight together, Otto was pulling in the parking lot, had a pizza. He gave me a pizza, but offered Mark a piece, and Mark didn't take it. But beautiful wife, two great kids that both played hockey. Kind of explain who your youngest is going to be working with the Indianapolis Fuel.
My oldest.
Your oldest.
Kyle. Yeah,
your
he
oldest.
did. He worked 4 years as an intern with the Komets. Loved every minute of it. David and Michael the organization wrote a really nice reference for him, and he was hired by the Fuel and be working for the Fuel in March, or started in March.
Now you've taken a visit down there too, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. The building's gorgeous. I mean, the locker room, it's just, you won't recognize it. For all the fans that go down there, it's just different. I mean, it's unbelievable. It is so nice of a building. Now they're keeping the same footprint of the ice, so it's going to be a big rink.
It's still going to be a 200.
It's going to be
230.
Well, it's 200
Olympic size?
It's going to be Olympic, 200 by 100. So
Okay.
the width is what really throws you off.
Okay. I thought it was going to be NHL regulation size.
My understanding was they were going to keep the same footprint.
Wow.
And I liked it as a referee because you could get out of the way. I mean, it was really a pain when you do a game in Indy on a Friday night and you go to Kalamazoo on a Saturday night. And Kalamazoo is not much smaller, but boy, it seems like it's a lot smaller. And you seem like you're getting hit with a puck.
Maybe it's the older you get, big guy.
This is true. That's why I like the four-man system. I would have never been able to do that much college hockey because a three-man system at trying to keep up with the young guys. But getting back to the family, my wife's outstanding. She put up with that for 29 years. She does a great job by taking the boys to their hockey and doing that kind of thing. When I was gone, I'd meet up with them on Sunday someplace in Midwest and watch them play on Sundays. My youngest plays for Ron Leaf at IPFW. He really, really enjoys it. So I've been blessed with a great family.
Well, the Wilkins family's been around not quite as long as the Zimmerman family, but your father, Jerry, I can't remember your mother's name.
Mary,
yes. But lived over on Prang Avenue.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
How about that?
Yep.
But Jerry was quite a character, and you guys are nothing like it. You and Mike are nothing like him, but he was a great hockey man. He really had a lot to do with amateur hockey in the Midwest.
Yeah, he did. He started out with Allen County Hockey League, if you can remember those days.
I remember that.
And he was a board director on Allen County Hockey League, and then he went on to become a USA Hockey Board member, and was there for 15 years. And he's actually director emeritus for USA Hockey, so he can go to any of the meetings and do that kind of thing and stay involved. And he got me involved in it from an administrative standpoint, and I've been with USA Hockey on their board of directors for the last 10 years. So,
I'll tell you what, buddy, and it's from the heart. I really feel that what you've done is just amazing. Coming from Fort Wayne, Indiana, I'm telling you, I mean, to see him on TV doing the college hockey games, Notre Dame and Michigan State, and you've done the Frozen Four. You've been there.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I do a lot of complaining that we don't have enough kids coming up the minors and stuff and playing maybe professional hockey like the ECHL or the old IHL and the CHL and stuff. But to have you do what you did is just amazing.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh, Mark Wilkins, guy we don't want to forget, and we'll be back with period number 3. Komets up 2-1. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, thank you.